I'm here with a Christmas story. As many of you maybe know, I am Romanian. If you don't know, I am Transylvanian. This is where the accent is coming from, and I can lay the Bela Lugosi accent thicker if needed and if you desire that. But I think my accent is neutral enough so that I can be understood. By the way, Bela Lugosi's home is just 50 kilometers away from where I live, so maybe there are some vampires spooking around. But I want to tell you a Christmas story from the time when I was like 15, 16, and please keep in mind it happened in Eastern Europe, where we are really running free, or at least we did when I was a teenager. Nobody cared. Your parents didn't care where you were. Like, as long as you were not home, it was all good. You were gone. So I was at the Christmas party with some friends, and I took my cousin Evelyn, that came for the first time from Germany to visit family in Romania, and she was convinced somehow that here are vampires, that after dark, vampires are rummaging the streets. And okay, I may have been a young god that was a little bit mean, and I was down to indulge her in her little fantasy. And after the Christmas party, where she drank a lot, I'm not a big drinker, so I actually didn't really drink more than some eggnog or something like that. But she drank a lot, and we left the party, and we were about to walk from the party back to my home. And there's a cemetery. Another fact for Eastern Europe, cemeteries are in the middle of living quarters. Like, it's nothing strange to have a cemetery 5 minutes away from you, and it's surrounded by houses and apartment buildings and other things like that. And I was like, Evelyn, lass uns the Friedhof gucken gehen. Let's go see the cemetery, was I telling her in German. And she was like, but they are vampires, and there she used to eat garlic every day because she was so super obsessed that they were going to be vampires, and vampires are going to bite her. It was before it was cool to want to date a vampire. It was before Twilight, before True Blood, before all of the vampire diaries and everything. It was when vampires were still mythological monsters that people were fearing. And my Evelyn feared the monster. She was a few years older than I was, but I was meaner. What can I say? I should be sorry and ashamed, but I'm not. Oops. So I was like, Evelyn, lass uns gehen in den Friedhof gucken. Lass uns durch den Friedhof gehen. Let's go check out the cemetery. Let's go walk through the cemetery. And she was like, are you sure? And yes, I had a cross with me just for her because I wanted to tease her. And I was like, taking my cross out from my pocket. Like, yeah, I have a cross. It's no problem. And she was, okay, then let's go. And it snowed. I forgot to tell you that on that Christmas, there was snow, and for this area of the country around Timișoara where I live, snow is a rarity. We don't get a lot of snow, so I was very happy and excited, and a lot of other people were also happy and excited that it snowed. And so we walked through the cemetery, and it was silent, so you could hear the snow under your foot, like, and it was some, I don't want to say how long ago, but if you're my age, you know, when the military boots were again in fashion. So we both wore military boots, and they made that awful noise on the virgin snow, like, and at the moment, without any notice, there it was, a sound. Girds, girds, girds. She panicked. I pulled her hand. We hid behind a gravestone. I was like, shh, it's a vampire. He, her, they, them just left its grave. Maybe it's one of the newly dead that is hungry, lusting for blood, and scratching its way to the surface, clawing the earth away, swallowing the first breath of a new existence. As a child of the darkness, Evelyn panicked. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's going to do? Oh my god, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And the sound kept coming closer because we were near one of the alleys that stretched to the cemetery. And there was just a far light from the street, but the distance from where we were hidden to the street looked eternal long. And she was like, I'm going to die here. Oh my god, I don't want to die here. I was like, shh. maybe if we are silent, he's not going to hear our heartbeat and our terror. And again, the screeching sound came closer. And just as Evelyn was shaking, holding on to my hand, looking at me, looking to the left, looking to the right, panicked, holding on to the cross that I gave her, I jumped up and was like, "Ciao, Traiane!" It was Traian, the groundskeeper. He was a little bit drunk and wanted to enjoy the snow, so he took his old bike and started to biking around the old alleys of the cemetery. And he kind of knew me because I was hanging out often at the cemetery. I was like, "Ciao, Traiane!" And I was like, "Ah, ciao, Alina, how are you?" Evelyn hated me after that. I was such a mean person and she hated me. I'm truly sorry, but I think she has a story and I think that forever and ever and ever. And as I told her before, vampire emigrated from Romania. They're all in California, people. They are not hanging out here. They're with the film industry. Why would they be in Eastern Europe? So, please. Have a merry great Christmas, Crăciun fericit, fröhliche Weihnachten, love you all, ciao ciao, and stick around for more vampire stories.